Hi guys, as promised, I'm back with a part 2 to the series of Germany versus Singapore. So on the first part, I share a couple of things that is like different between living in Germany versus in Singapore, and today I am back to share more about it. So let's jump right in. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today is dog friendly. So I find that in Europe it is really dog friendly. Where I'm living in Germany, you can see dogs in trains, in shops, in malls. Dogs are allowed to come and go as they please with their owners in all places, basically. However, in Singapore, dogs are not allowed on the trains. Dogs are also normally not allowed in food places unless stated so. There is only a very low amount of stores or food place that caters to people who are dog owners. However, in Germany, dogs are pretty much freely to go everywhere with their owner, whether it's in the bus, in the trains, and so on and so forth. So here is super dog friendly. However, in particular in my city, I can't speak for the other city in Germany, but in my city, in Stuttgart, I do find that there is a lot of dog poop all over the place. You can pretty much spot dog poop as you walk down the street. And I think because there's just lack of control when it comes to, people just letting their dog poop on the street and not cleaning up. There is a lack of control on that. So that is pretty disgusting, obviously. That's why when you walk, you would really definitely want to keep your eyes out when walking on the street because you might accidentally step on one. So next up is actually paperwork. I think this is something that many people who comes over here in Germany as a foreigner would come to realize is that Germany love their paperwork. And I said love, like love their paperwork. You basically get paper for a lot of things, whether it is a advertisement or whether it's packaged or whether it's like any form of documents. They love it in paper form. I remember when I first got my contract, there were like 15 to 20 pieces of paper on my contract itself. I think that goes to show you how much they love paperwork. A lot of things are done more with like paper physical form versus like online or e-version. They are, but it's still, I would say, in compared to Singapore, I would say it is not there yet when it comes to documents especially, whereas in Germany I think there is still a lot of physical documents and paperworks. And this leads me to my third point, which is folders. So when I first came to Germany, I saw like in my father's in-law room, he has a lot of like folders, those like big ring folders, and I can see why there is so many because again, lead back to the previous point about paperwork. There is a lot of documents, so in order to keep things really like organized and stuff, you need to have like ring folders to keep all of those documents. And so yeah, it's a thing here to have like ring folders to sort out all your documents. Ever since I'm here, I also have my own ring folder, and it's like this big so that I could store every document inside. They have like a couple of them like for different purposes, for the house, for the car, for insurance, for tax, blah blah blah. In Singapore, I barely have much paperwork, honestly. Everything is mostly like online and documents are mostly like e-form. So yeah, that is quite interesting to see like the vast difference between like documents. Next up, I want to talk about the public transport. So in Singapore, in my opinion, pretty advanced and really convenient because in Singapore, if you have a EZ-Link card or a debit card or even credit card, you can just tap anywhere you go. You just tap on the entrance to enter a train station or tap on the bus and just go on the bus. However, in Germany, it's not that case. You have to either, apply for like a monthly concession to save up on the transport, or you have to buy like tickets at the ticket machine or through the app. And the biggest issue with this I have is that different part of Germany can have a different transport system, which means you have to buy your tickets on different apps or different station. The likelihood is that there is another form of transportation where you have to then buy a different kind of ticket or that runs by a different transport company. And that makes like traveling a little complicated, so you have to kind of like read it up a little bit. However, Germany did try to make it better by having this like 49 euros Germany train tickets. This allows you to travel all parts of Germany. So that really makes it much easier. But I think if you're someone who is not like living in Germany and you don't actually buy this monthly concession, you do have to read up a little bit depending which part of Germany you go, and you probably have to buy the tickets at like the place itself at their control station. The next point is manpower. So anything that requires manpower here in Germany is expensive. For example, if let's say in Singapore you lose your key and so you contact like a doorsmith to come and open up your door for you, it's not going to cost as much money. But in Germany, you can pay up to almost 300 euros like for someone to just come and open the door for you. So anything that requires manpower here is really expensive, which is why the concept of having like maids in Germany is not pretty much like not existent. But in Singapore, you're able to like employ maids to actually live with you and take care of the household, take care of your kids, and this and that. In Germany, there is minimum wage. This minimum wage ensures that people are paid a sustainable living, that they can afford a place or afford a proper living. And I think that's great. However, that also means that a lot of things you do have to learn to do it yourself, or be just extra careful so that you don't end up having to call someone in to help you out. In Singapore, if anything happened, whether it's like a machine broke down and stuff, you can just easily call someone and just come and get fixed. Last but not least, I want to talk about is the store operating hour. So again, I think this has to do a little bit with the previous point because there is minimum wage, and Germany do believe in like work-life balance is a thing here. That's why stores are actually closed on Sunday, because they believe that Sunday is the time for a family to spend time together. So most stores in Germany are not open on Sunday, except for like maybe the bakery in the morning for a couple of hours, some restaurant and stuff. But in general, like anything that is like drugstore or shopping and stuff, those malls are all closed on Sunday. The operating hours are also different. Here they open till like 8 p.m. For grocery, they do operate a little bit later till maybe 9 or 10, depending which grocery store we're looking at. However, they are also not open on Sunday, which means that you want to get your grocery already on Friday or Saturday. In Singapore, on the other hand, we have 24 hours operations. And I have to say, I miss that. I love that. I love being able to just be like, oh, I need something, and I just head out and I will be able to get it. We have like supermarket like Sheng Siong that opens for 24 hours. We have coffee shops that could open till 4 a.m. and just access to stuff is way easier. If I'm honest, I don't like that it's closed on Sunday. Like, I do want to go out on Sunday and buy stuff, but yeah, but I also get it. But I also do understand the whole like concept of having time for your family and stuff. I mean, I think at the end of the day, you should spend time with your family. It doesn't matter if it's a Sunday or not. Like, just spend time with them. It shouldn't be like it needs to be closed on a Sunday for you to spend time. So I guess it's the government's way of like making extra time for its people to have time to spend with their families. So that's it for the part 2 videos. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please let me know. So then I will try to think of what are other things as well for maybe a part 3. So see you next time.